all you need to know, the Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning and thanks for listening in. This is the Daily Morning Update from Bloomberg Quint and I'm Alex Matthew. Today is the 24th of September. India's total COVID-19 tally crossed 56 lakh even as the pace of the pandemic spread has slowed. The country added a little over 83,000 fresh cases in the 24 hours to 8 a.m. yesterday, and that's good news because the number is already significantly lower than the peak that we saw last week. In the top news, India's Corporate Affairs Ministry is proposing to extend a suspension of new bankruptcy filings that has been in place since earlier this year, according to a Bloomberg report. The proposal is to extend the halt on new bankruptcy cases for another 6 months past its currently scheduled ending point this week. It must get the final approval from Finance and Corporate Affairs Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, according to the people that Bloomberg quoted. Now, there's lots of action in the primary market. Chemcon Specialty Chemicals has received an outstanding response from investors on the last day of its 3-day IPO. The initial public offering of the company was subscribed nearly 150 times as of 5 p.m. yesterday. That's according to data provided by Axis Capital. Meanwhile, the IPO of Computer Age Management Systems, or CAMS, which is the third IPO this month, was oversubscribed on the final day of its share sale as well. The CAMS IPO was subscribed 46.93 times as of 5 p.m. yesterday. And that's led by strong demand both from institutional and non-institutional investors. In international news, TikTok's owner ByteDance has asked a federal judge in the United States to temporarily block the Trump administration from removing the video sharing network from US app stores. TikTok, remember, faces a deadline this weekend to get a sale of its US operations approved or face a de facto ban in the US stemming from an executive order from President Trump on the 6th of August. In international markets, stocks dropped sharply in the US amid warnings from Federal Reserve officials on the need for more stimulus to lift the US economy from a coronavirus-induced recession. The dollar has climbed. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell reiterated his view that there's a long way to go for economic rebound, which will likely require more support. Vice Chairman Richard Clarida, alongside regional central bank chiefs Charles Evans and Loretta Mester, have also cited the importance of fiscal policy to bolster the economy. Fed Bank of Boston President Eric Rosengren, meanwhile, has offered a pessimistic outlook on the economy's ability to recover from the ongoing slowdown. Now, while the Dow fell 2%, the S&P 500 dropped 2.4% and the Nasdaq has crashed over 3%. In the Asia-Pacific region too, all three early risers have started in the red. And with that, it's over to Hormuz Fatakia for the trade setup for the day in India. Good morning, Hormuz. The cues from overseas look weak. How do we look here in India?
Good morning to you, Alex, and to our listeners as well. Today will mark the conclusion for a not-so-good September series for the Indian markets. Both the Sensex and the Nifty are down over 3.5% for the series. Only 10 Nifty stocks have managed gains this series as of closing on Wednesday. And the start to the expiry day doesn't appear to be good either. Early ticks on the SGX Nifty indicate that we may have a gap down opening today. The index is down 180 points. Specific stocks then, starting with Sun Pharma, and Bloomberg News reports that the company has voluntarily recalled one lot of the type 2 diabetes medication due to the potential presence of the nitrosamine impurity NDMA above the acceptable daily intake limit. Zydus Wellness has launched a QIP issue on Wednesday. The floor price of 1,775 rupees a share is a 3.3% premium to Wednesday's closing price. The board will meet again on the 28th of September to consider the issue price for the QIP. Ircon International has secured orders for 9 road over bridges worth over 400 crore rupees from the Ministry of Railways, so that'll be one stock to watch out for. Amal Fiaco, the promoter of Crompton Greaves Consumer Electricals, has created a pledge of over 10 crore shares or 17.1% stake in favor of Nomura and Deutsche Bank for securing a loan facility worth $145 million. Tata Sons has acquired stake in some of its group companies. It has acquired 0.87% stake in Tata Chemicals at 287.5 rupees a share, and it has also acquired 0.74% stake in Tata Motors DVR at close to 60 rupees a share. On to IPOs now, and the issue of Chemcon Specialty Chemicals was subscribed 150 times on the final day, with the retail portion seeing a subscription of 43 times. The non-institutional subscription was 450 times. The IPO of Computer Age Management Services or CAMS was subscribed 47 times on the final day. The non-institutional portion was subscribed 111 times, while the retail portion was subscribed 5.5 times. Angel Broking's IPO was subscribed 1.46 times on the second day of bidding. The retail portion was subscribed 2.8 times, while the institutional subscription still remained zero. Some stocks that were buzzing in Wednesday's session, and Bharti Airtel was the top laggard on the Nifty, falling over 8% on Wednesday, ending at the lowest level in 6 months. The stock has declined 12% so far this week. L&T Infotech fell over 5% on Wednesday, declining for the fourth straight session. The stock closed below its 50-day moving average. And watch out for GMM Pfaudler, which ended at its second straight lower circuit of 10% on Wednesday. The stock's price band has now been revised to 5% from 10%. Today also marks 6 months to the Nifty making its recent low of 7,511 on the 24th of March. The markets are set for their first FNO series decline after gaining for 4 straight series. You can get more details on all of these stocks and a lot more in our All You Need to Know copy on BloombergQuint.com. And with that, I wish you a safe day ahead, and it's back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Hormuz. And as always, thank you all for listening in. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you can listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma, or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.